We just ran out to a nearby town to take my chainsaw to get it fixed. So a little small engine repair place. And we're out here in the country. So you never know what you're gonna see when you're just driving around in the country. That's not an inlet from a lake. That's actually just a little personal pond right in front of the person's house. I got this little fan for the bathroom. I thought maybe if I can circulate air all the time, it'll stay a little bit cooler in there. And it comes with a solar panel. So it can just run anytime the sun's shining on it, which over there is not a whole lot, but it is some. So first, the solar panel didn't come with any kind of bracket or anything. So I'm making something myself out of wood. I just cut some wood that's about the same width, and I'm screwing it together to try to make something fairly sturdy. This bit is perfect for this. Back here behind the shower, I got my solar panel up, and then I drilled this hole right here, and I took this piece of siding right here, only goes down to here, so it's an easy one to take off. So I drilled my hole, I pulled it off, and I put a piece of screen in there so bugs and stuff won't be coming through this hole. And then if the screen gets all clogged up, I can always take this off again and clean it, or remove it and put a new one in. Now all I've got to do is just mount the fan up here in this hole. Okay, I drilled that little hole, put my wire in. And this doesn't have a battery or anything, so it's just direct solar powering the fan. There we go. I've still got this fan in here, so when somebody needs some air blowing directly on them on a hot day, they can turn that on. But hopefully this is just gonna pull the hot air from the ceiling just out. I guess it's probably gonna be pulling some air in from these vents. I was kind of hoping it's pulling it from here, but maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe just moving the air is gonna pull all the hot out. Oh no, I can't believe it. The cat must have been so exhausted that it just collapsed and couldn't get up. Are you okay? Do you need a cup of coffee? No? What do you need? You need your stomach scratched. So there used to be a bird nest in here.
Or a garden snake, or a rat snake.
That's what I was thinking. It just
Nothing was.
How long is this thing?
If you have a, I can grab it, but I need something.
See if I'm doing a good job of cooking this or not. Put a little of the chimichurri sauce on it. I'm rotating them on each side to sort of seal up the meat. keeping it on low and we're keeping the grill open. So my friend Claudio that I used to work with at a construction company, you know, his family has been raising chickens and doing some things like that. They have 2 acres where they can spread out and do some gardens and stuff. And he was watching Joel Salatin recently and trying to find a lot of YouTubes where he could see more about what he's doing. And he ran across me and saw that, hey, that's Todd that I used to work with. So he came and visited. Claudio and his wife Evelyn and 2 children came and spent the weekend with us. And they brought us all this meat. He was gonna cook it for us today. He had a terrible headache and really needed to go home. So I'm cooking it, and that is a lot of really good beef. It's some grass-fed beef ribs. And they're kind of local. They're maybe an hour and a half from here is the farm where this came from. And both Claudio and his wife are from Argentina. So this is how they cook meat there. This is one of their recipes. Back down here today at Claire's. I set up my garden hose, turned on the well, and I'm gonna start burning some limbs here. I was building a pile here, but I thought I may not want to cut down all these trees right here. I might want to save this maple tree. So I think I'm gonna bring everything out here so I don't damage much of anything. I was pulling these branches out of here. There's a bunch of branches from other things we've done, and I want to pull all that stuff down too. That stuff is all dry, so it'll help me get started, and then I can throw all this other stuff on here.